Thank you for inviting me to answer some questions. I think, you know, the impetus from artists to produce work and to get it out there, whether it's being paid for or on a donations basis or it's free, just as an action, I think is, you know, it is commendable. I'm not against that. I think it shows a resilience, drive to create, to stay relevant, to be part of the conversation. So that kind of urge or that response is important, and it characterizes South African artists and artists generally. But indeed, moving forward, if this is a kind of what we're the approach that we're sharing with audience generally and the public, it does become problematic, and we do have to think, what does it mean, and what's the impact. And I think it's certainly in that thought piece, it's the reflections were maybe were more general, I think, around, so a bigger question around valuing of the arts and the artists, which is can exist outside of paying. It's also around the role of the artist, etc. With the festival, we are trying something. We're trying many things actually, but particularly around payment. We're constructing daily packages. So it's groupings of content, of different artistic content, and the audience can purchase access to a range of work, so a daily program, and then they have access to that program for several days, for 11 days. So in this, and the price for this is much reduced. It would be less than a normal theatre price. So in that sense, there's also kind of beginning to play with the fact that, you know, on the internet, when you're producing work for an online space, it's not you know, we can't anticipate how much audience we would have. And so yeah, I think a lot of it is an experiment, and we'll see. At least for this virtual NAF, we know that we can pay artists fees to some extent, and that's one step in terms of responding to artists.